With New Year's approaching, it's probably time to think about saying goodbye to your Christmas tree, especially if it was a real tree and it's starting to dry out a bit. SNN Local News 6 reporter Charles Brown joins us live in the newsroom with a look at how to dispose of it safely and stay environmentally friendly. Charles.
Well, Lauren, you're right. Christmas is come and gone, but chances are that your Christmas tree is still around, and if so, it's probably time to give it a decent burial at the county landfill. It's been 5 days since Christmas, and that means that if you put up your Christmas tree, let's say 5 days before Christmas, it could be drying out.
If the needles are starting to fall off, you want to make sure you're keeping your tree watered. If you have Christmas lights on the tree, don't leave the house and leave the lights on. And again, if the needles are starting to fall off pretty quickly, it's time to get rid of the tree.
Another tree safety tip is to make sure that if you leave the house, be sure the tree has plenty of water and don't leave the lights on.
If the needles are starting to fall off your tree, it's time to think about taking it down. And I know that people pay a lot of money for their trees and they want to keep them up as long as they can, but it's certainly not worth the risk of having a fire in the house.
So far, it's been a pretty safe Christmas season in Sarasota County, and the fire department is hoping to keep it that way.
I'm not aware of any Christmas tree fires, but usually they start happening now when the trees start getting a little bit dry and brittle. This is when they'll start happening if we have them.
Now, if you're ready to take down your Christmas tree, getting rid of it is pretty much a no-brainer. Just leave it at the curb, and the garbage truck will pick it up and take it to the county landfill. But the county is urging you not to put the tree in a bag.
What we ask is that everybody put their trees out at the curb. If you put a plastic bag around your tree to keep the pine needles from falling off as you take it out of the house, we ask that once you get it out at the curb, that you take the tree out of the bag.
All the trees will be turned into mulch at the landfill. Alexander couldn't put a number on how many trees will end up there, but he says in general, solid waste collections have been trending downward for the past couple of years. And Lauren, Waste Disposal is also asking you that if your tree is more than 6 feet tall, you should cut the tree in half before putting it out to be picked up.
All right. Thanks, Charles.
You bet.